Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles of GMS of Great Millstone, and salutations and shalom and blessings to the elect. Okay, now here I came across two articles, okay, dealing with this cryptocurrency. Okay, now this is an article. Both articles are from the same CCN. Okay, I'll pull the other one up later. All right, it says 20 trillion U.S. debt will inevitably lead to big crypto boom. Prominent investors. Shapeshift CEO Eric Voorhees has said that the growing debt of the U.S., which hovers at around 21.7 trillion as of November, will inevitably cause a big spike in crypto. All right. When the next global financial crisis occurs, which will happen, okay, and they're even telling you, all right, the world realizes organizations with 20 trillion in debt can't possibly ever pay it back, and thus must print it instead, and thus fiat is doomed. Watch what happens to crypto, okay? All right, and the plan of the elites is to crash the dollar, all right, which they're doing, all right, because the fiat money that we use isn't backed by anything, all right. It just keeps inflating, all right. That's why there's so many things are so they're becoming expensive, okay, because it's not the product, but it's the value of the dollar, all right, that's decreasing, which is making everything so expensive, okay, which causes people, they can't pay their debt, okay. It was just going on down there in Venezuela, all right. But reading on, it says Voorhees suggested that to repay the national debt, the government and the Federal Reserve will be forced to print more fiat money, leading to inflation and a decline in the purchasing power of the U.S. dollar. Okay. Now, I'm going to skip down to, maybe I should just, I'll continue reading. All right. It says major financial institutions include BlackRock worried. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with more than 6.317 trillion in assets under management, is the latest major financial institution to express concerns regarding the rapidly increasing national debt of the U.S. The conglomerate's CEO Larry Fink stated that the U.S. government is heading towards a supply problem due to the country increasing budget deficits. Beginning next year, Fink noted that the U.S. could be forced to borrow $1 trillion a year. All right, and that's going to cause more debt that America is going to be under, man. Okay, and that's all what the elites want, man. To crash this dollar, man. To crash all nations' economies, man. All right, so they could bring out their new way of payment, man. Their new currency that they dream about, which is chipping the world population, okay, which was total controlment of the masses of the people, okay. And this is what Esau wants. He wants to be seen as the Most High. He wants everybody to worship him. But guess what? It's not going to happen. Okay? You so-called white people, your future is slavery, then extermination. Okay? While the other nations still continue to live under us, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on the planet Earth, God's true chosen people, the real Jews that the Bible speaks of, okay? Because those curses apply to us, all right? We're gonna be the new rulers of the world, all right? But reading on, the rising inflation rate of the U.S. dollar, as shown by the growing interest rates of the Federal Reserve, has become too high to sustain the economy. That could be the real issue related to everything, where we have interest rates becoming too high to sustain the economy with its growth rates. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink said. Nouri Rubin, a professor at NY Stern School and a cryptocurrency skeptic, echoed the sentiment of Fink, emphasizing that the interest rate has increased to a point in which the U.S. economy cannot match it with its growth rate. Second, because the stimulus was poorly timed, the U.S. economy is now overheating and inflation is rising above target. The U.S. Federal Reserve will thus continue to raise the federal funds rate from its current 2% to at least 3.5%. See, that's the elites, man. You see, they by 2020, you know? That's what the elites want, man. They want to inflate, the dollar, man, so it can crash, man. All right? And it's already crashing. No one's dealing with the U.S. dollar. Okay? Everything's so goddamn expensive. Shit. Becoming expensive. Okay? It's not even funny, man. Alright? It says, by 2020. And that will likely push up short and long-term interest rates as well as the U.S. dollar. Rubin said, predicting a major financial crisis by 2020. Wow, that's really a year from now, man. It's about to be 2019. And they're predicting this major financial crisis in 2020. If a financial crisis is to occur by the end of 2020, as predicted by many economics in the U.S., primarily due to the over-high interest rate set forth by the Federal Reserve, then the U.S. dollar could drop substantially in value and open up investors to stores of value such as gold and cryptocurrencies whose value is not dependent on the global economy. And we know who the Federal Reserve is owned by. The wicked elite, man. All right? The next 10 years will be interesting. Vinny Lingham, the founder of Civic and a partner of Multicoin Capital, said that more wealth would be created in crypto in the next 10 years. You see, man? All right, and that's all leading to RFID chip, man. Digital currency, right? One world currency that the whole world follows. Okay? Then the past 10 years, despite several large corrections the market faced and will continue to experience in the years to come, more wealth will be created in crypto over the next 10 years than over the prior 10 years. But remember, like any success story, it's not going to be a straight line up. Keep believing and just be patient. Okay? Now the next article is the same from CCN, and it says, Bitcoin accepted here. Major U.S. museum now takes crypto payments. All right? They're doing away with cash now, man. All right? Now they still accept cash, but now it's going to come to a point where that dollar is going to crash and they ain't going to accept it no more. Okay? It's all going to be cryptocurrency. No more paper money. No more coins. No more none of that. Okay? It says Great Lakes Science Center, a large museum and educational facility in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, will begin accepting Bitcoin as a payment method beginning November 13th. You see, man? A lot of people, a lot of major corporations and businesses are turning to cryptocurrency. All right? And that's all what the wicked elite want. All right? And it's happened. It's going, it's like the Lord said, man. Okay? Kirsten Elgobin, the CEO of Great Lakes Science Center, said that the institution decided to accept crypto to facilitate the growth of local blockchain ecosystem. There's a lot of excitement around the conference. Accepting Bitcoin is just a small part of the moment to grow a blockchain ecosystem in Cleveland. Alan Bogan said, the integration of crypto by Great Lakes Science Center comes after Hobart, a Swiss luxury watchmaker, successfully integrated Bitcoin to sell 210 pieces of its unlimited edition Bitcoin-themed sports watch for $25,000 per piece, generating $5.25 million in revenue purely through sales conducted using BTCS. Third museum in the U.S. to accept Bitcoin, Museum of the Coastal Bend in Texas and St. Petersburg Museum of History in Florida have been accepting Bitcoin for quite some time, and Great Lakes Science Center is officially the museum in the U.S. to accept cryptocurrencies as a payment method. In 2013, Museum of the Coastal Bend first integrated Bitcoin, as CN reported. At the time, a museum spokesman said, "I have to admit, I am skeptical that anyone will visit and use Bitcoin, but it doesn't cost us anything to try, and it's pretty cool to say that we're the first also admission to pay what you want, in case anyone was wondering how many of their hard-earned Bitcoins they would need to spend here." Fast forward 5 years, Bitcoin has become a major store of value, worth over 110 billion, that is acknowledged as a prosperous asset by large-scale institutions like ICE, Fidelity, Nasdaq, and the New York Stock Exchange. According to Ellen Bogan, visitors can purchase admission tickets using cryptocurrencies and visit the National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA) Glenn Visitor Center. The newly launched mobile app utilizes augmented and virtual reality to provide a new experience to visitors. All right. It says, last year we launched our mobile app that uses augmented and virtual reality to allow guests to experiment with flames in space and test spacecraft designs, re-entering Earth's atmosphere when they visit the NASA Glenn Visitor Center, and now they'll be able to use their phone to pay for the administration using Bitcoin. You see? So they're already programming. You see? Now, this is what I believe that was gonna happen, man. Because I believe we're getting close. We're getting real close. Now I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but the process from going to cash to digital currency, I believe is gonna start happening. What's happening already, but like they said, by 2020, I remember reading an article where they said by 2020 that all buses are gonna stop using cash and they're gonna accept your phone, or I believe your phone, for a way to pay now, okay? But it doesn't matter because we're real close at the times, man. Okay, this digital currency, is becoming huge. All right. Now I'm not saying it's 2020 is gonna be the year. I'm just saying my personal opinion. I feel like they're gonna start transitioning, everything from fiat to digital by 2020. And then that's when Esau is gonna start moving quicker than what he's moving on now, because you gotta get the cash. Nobody practically uses cash anymore, man. All right, cash is becoming obsolete, and we're entering 2019, so who knows what's gonna happen, But reading on, the integration of Bitcoin is the second major initiative of the institution following the launch of a new mobile application that utilizes augmented and virtual reality to allow visitors to better experience, study, and evaluate the works NASA is leading. All right. It says cryptocurrency integration is a new trend. As seen by the successful initiative of Hubble and Great Lakes Science Center, the integration of major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin has become a new trend in the global market. The international user base of Bitcoin, as well as a rapidly growing number of cryptocurrencies using millennials, frequently seek for ways to transact using digital assets as stores and merchants, and the integration of Bitcoin, which does not cost anything for the merchants, has become an efficient way of targeting consumers in the cryptocurrency market. See? That's all with that, And And obviously, you know, the scripture you think about is Revelation 13, you know? I'll bring it out, okay? You know, this is the plans of Esau, okay? It's the chip. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? You know? That cryptocurrency, man. Alright? No more paper money. Alright? It ain't worth nothing. Nobody's dealing with it anymore, man. Alright? Everybody's giving it the finger. Alright? Nobody cares about America anymore, man. They're doing their own thing. You know? America's not the big bad bully in the block no more, man. Alright? You know, but, you know, we're entering close. We're getting real close, man. Alright? Real close, you know? But, you know, with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shai, Bahashem HaKakutash, the honors to the apostles of GMS of Great Millstone, and salutations and blessings to the elect throughout the four corners of the earth. Until next time, Shalom.